Today, we want to talk about the quickest way for you to boost profits, but only if you do it right. And that is pricing. It's a great opportunity right now to take a look at pricing. We're in an inflationary environment, and we have been for some time. Let's be honest, we're all used to prices going up right now. If you get a new insurance bill or a new annual bill for anything, any product or service really, and if you don't see that it goes up, it's kind of a surprise right now. So in your enterprise, in your business, it's a good opportunity right now to take a look at pricing and see if you have any power there. And it's a huge impact on the profits, because if you're able to get even a few percentage points more in pricing, all of that usually goes right to the bottom line. So it's a great way to boost profits, but it's got to be done well. I would first take a look at all of your products and services, whether you offer 10 or 10,000. It's important to look across the board at all of your items, because oftentimes what happens is many organizations will just take a look at the maybe top 20%. And that can be a good strategy sometimes, but in times like these, it's more and more important that you get all the profit that you possibly can, because your costs are going up every day as well. So I take a look at all of your products and services across the board to see, hey, where are there opportunities to either change pricing or increase pricing? There's a great book out there on this called Confessions of the Pricing Man. I encourage you to get it and take a look at it. It's an older book, but it is definitely a good book. So some things you can do. Number one, you can just increase prices. That's one thing without a whole lot of thought. That's one thing you can do. It's a little bit risky because you haven't really done a competitive market analysis yet. So that may work, it may not. We see right now some people are raising prices 4%. I've seen as high as 15% across the board. It really just depends, but if you haven't looked at it lately, you're probably behind the eight ball. So it's a good opportunity to look at that. Also take a look, maybe there's some different ways to price, like a good, better, best, 3 options. You'll see that when you buy a lot of software as a service. Oftentimes they'll have 3 options for you. And that's purposely done to move people into the middle option, the better. And some people will want the best, but if you're just offering one option, maybe you're leaving some money on the table. So I think about that good, better, best, 3 levels of pricing option. Also take a look at packaging. Could you be packaging your services and products together in a different way? And it's something that will allow you to price in a different way, price higher ultimately. It's another idea, subscription pricing. That's becoming more and more popular. It's a great time all to look at this, because I think it's a great investment of your time and your team's time. Also, let's think about value pricing. What does your customer ultimately value in your product or your service, or both? And really, it's often, almost all the time, nobody really sells, very few people sell a true product. There's usually some kind of service or experience that goes along with that. So it's a good opportunity to take a look to see what your customers value, because you want to ultimately value price. Are you delivering what your customer values? And if you're not, let's make sure that you can deliver that. And then if you increase the value, that you can therefore increase the pricing. So it's a good time to look at that. Now, there's a lot of pricing strategies, but none of this can happen in a vacuum, because ultimately we all know that the market sets your prices. I don't care how good this simple pen is, or how good I say it is, or how good I price it or sell it. This pen is not worth $20. It's just this cheap disposable pen. Ultimately, the market sets the price of this. I don't even know what the price would be on this. Let's say it's $1, but it doesn't matter. You can't, how much to shine this thing up, it's not going to be worth 20 or 30 bucks. So it's important to understand what the market is. So I encourage you to take a look at your competitors, see what's out there. Not that you want to necessarily price like your competitors do, but let's see, if we want to price higher, how can we increase the value proposition? And there's a lot of ways to do that. We talked about a couple today. Hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.